Welcome. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come in. As we become one with ourselves, we become one and taking our shattered glass, right? Our broken parts. Your noise. That was weird. Like our shattered parts. Like, how did you guys like that, Dr. Gabor Mate's on the child, right? On the inner child, the process of what they go through there. What got me was the unattachment from the beginning in every aspect. It would almost take perfection or God, the original way of the village raising the child, right? Always getting the attachment to model after, not falling short in using the wrong model, right? But anyways, I thought it was very powerful. The attachments and some of the things he was bringing out, I thought were awesome because I couldn't put it the words he did, but definitely I had those feelings that some, of course, a lot of stuff's being said that I know that is not so. And I've came to a conclusion that the things you think that are looking out for you really aren't looking out for you. And kind of, what did you create? Everything's there for you already. Our Matrix, right? It was great video. We're changing a little bit today. On this one, we're going back to the esoteric lyrics of some songs here. And we're doing the esoteric lyric of a song that many of you would know, older ones, and some of you are open to older music, which I know there's a lot that are. So we're gonna do Hotel California today by the Eagles, okay? We're definitely going to do that and break into that. And I'm going to, okay, is that it's in my way, not your guys' way, but anyways. But good to be here, like I said, putting yourself back together, like he said it was like broken glass, and I had said that earlier. That's what I was seeing, and we're trying to come in. He said exactly what I thought. I've been saying is, why do we keep saying peace? We need wholeness. We don't need a piece of the pie. I need to be put all together. I don't need to be partial. And I even use that scripture, we know in part, but as we are known. I used the scripture back in another video about that. So, but anyways, let's go, and we're going to get into this. We've got into a few songs already, as I got my trusty, anybody send me a song, as long as it has esoteric meaning, just don't send me something. So I already checked this one off. We've already did Say 10. We did Murder by Numbers by the Police. We did Say 10 by Marilyn Manson, right? We did Murder by Numbers by the Police. We did Stairway to Heaven. So this is our fourth, and it is Hotel California. Before I put this on, I'm thinking about another song. It just hit me to do. I'm trying to remember some of these songs I know. Achilles, I'm writing down another song. And that's what I said. You guys have some. Feel free to send them. If they're good to break down, I'm open to breaking down. So let's go right into immediately, as we look at this, into these lyrics. The Eagles, a classic rock band from United States. Definitely my days of times of young in the days of my youth, very prominent band. Loved the Eagles. But the more and more I see this song, I've been knowing for a while it's occultic, so let's break it down. Because we do this esoteric breakdown of this music and the lyrics to show you it's more than just These songs are not 3 minutes and hit songs that repeat the same lyrics and the same lyrics, and then the what's the word called, the punchline, not the punchline, like I'm not remembering the exact word, the telling you the full lyrics and then the repeated lyrics, which could be the name of the song on a hit, a 3 minute pop song, right? These songs are much deeper, last much longer, have much more musical arrangement, have in that way. But what were they telling us that you didn't know even in the days of our youth, right? So this was brought to me, this song, by one of the people that listened and has been on here, Vina, and it was the Hotel California. She brought me Stairway to Heaven, Hotel California, and it says, so we're going to start out. On a dark desert highway, a cool wind in my hair, the warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, colitas is marijuana, if you didn't know. I saw it's up and ahead, and I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim, right? I had to stop for the night. Right away, I think about this. We think, oh, he's on a long drive, smoke some weed, cool wind in the desert, maybe even an open top, summertime. And he's seen a shimmering light, but then he started getting dim and sleepy, almost like a tired dream state, cat calling him in, right? After he seen the shimmering light, that's when it happened, right? I heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, the mission bell is kind of a frequency and vibration, a ringing of the bell, right? And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. This could be glorious or this could be a trap. Then she lit up a candle and showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, and I thought I heard them say, "Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. There's plenty of room in the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here." I just look at this and I'm seeing that the repetitiveness of California, and then I'm going to go in real. It's my home state, and this is a kind of a deeper overtake by me that I'm going to go in, and I feel this is connected to the history of California and what this state really has represented, especially recently. Not just recently, it has, but it's got what's happened even recently to the next level. And do I need to say it? I think I've said it in other videos about this state. To beware, he mentioned the fact in this lyric, I kind of see where this is unbelievable, but I kind of see this as a trap, could be a trap. Am I discerning this? That's how am I discerning this? Is this wonder or is this my downfall? Is this my elevation or is this my downfall, right? So they're telling them how they sing this chorus, right? This is the chorus of the song, and that's what I was looking for earlier, the chorus, the word. So we're right there, the chorus line, the plenty of room at the California. You can find it here any time of year, right? And you can find it here. Her mind is Tiffany twisted. That's interesting, the Tiffany twisted. I must look that up. What is Tiffany twisted? I wonder if you guys can see this. Let's look this up just right here. Just bear with me a second. I'm too old to probably know this. If any of you know, you might know already. Okay, a reverence to enchanted jewelry. And I'm going to stop right there. I think the reverence here is talking about, and she's an enchantress, a witch. We went over Circe. She was an enchantress, right? Then down here it talks about she has a distorted obsession of luxuries and superficial beauty things. So, not really the real one, right? And what I mean by that, still holding on to that which outside of herself. So there's some deception with Tiffany Twisted. She's got, and this makes sense. The latter one, she got a Mercedes Benz, so she's got a lot of money, and she's got a lot of pretty boys. She calls friends. See, all through this song, all these years, as I've known for a bit because I read the lyrics before, was when it says that she's got a lot of pretty boys that she calls men, is what I thought actually for years that lyric was, but it's friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember and some dance to forget, and that's the whole thing. Look, listen, that's deep. That's deeper. Some are trying to push something away, forgetting, forget. Notice that word is a for, which is always when for means a plus, and get means getting something. We call forgetting as actually meaning. That's another word I use for word of the day. Thank you. I need to look at what forget means, because when I look at that word now, I'm seeing something different in it. For, it's like the for, like forward, the for, which I need to look at. I'm just going to write this down. I'm going to look this up. Not now. I will do a special forget on word of the day. See what we get out of it. A lot of times my intuition when I look at those words is exactly a mundo, what I started seeing. But anyways, so down here, she's talking about, she calls friends, they dance the courtyard's sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. Some want to let go of something and some want to gain something. Some are trying to bring back a remembrance of something, and that's what we're doing. That's the whole thing about us remembering some things, is remembering the Humpty Dumpty or the shattered glass, putting the pieces back together. Our remembrance. Remember. Put your member back together. All right. So he says, so I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. We haven't had that spirit here since 1969. That'd be interesting. What was 1969? Was that Woodstock? That was definitely during some stuff going on in the 60s, social justice, civil rights, social rights, and all that. Wake up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, where are we at? Okay, 69. And still those voices are calling me from far away. So there's something that's calling in from far away that seems to be connected to 1969. Maybe they connected to the 1969 since that spirit. Wake up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Here's such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. They're living it up at the Hotel California. So they feel they're living it up. It says, what a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. So what are you up to in those? What do you need alibis for? There's something, it's almost very secret society going on at this Hotel California. And I know this state's been drenched with some stuff here. You heard me talk about it. You got the City of Angels next to the Wood. I call Hollywood the Wood because I know the Wood's a religion. Hollywood. That's their religion. That's what they do. They make religion. They make the stuff they're into. We went over, I've had videos showing you about the camera, the third eye, the projector, the hairs, the antenna, the film over your eyes is all connected to these aspects. Right? We've talked about that. listen to older videos, re-listen to them again. Watch this, the mirrors on the ceiling. Bring your own alibis, mirrors are on the ceiling. There's the mirror again, there's the mirrors. Pink champagne on ice, and she said, we're all just prisoners here of our own device. You have to get yourself out. You're prisoning, it's really telling you with all the functioning, and I admit there is, we can all be collateral damage. This is a little different from Stairway to Heaven when I look at this. This is more the sinister aspect, even though there is the other aspect of it, right? But it's also a confession here when you said we are all just prisoners here of our own device. Meaning your divisiveness and your frequency, your vibration and where you are led you here. And if you want to change it, you have to change the program. And the master chamber, well, who's the master? The master, watch it. They gather for their feast. They stab it where they're steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. There's the beast again. Why? They're masters. This is a word that I use kind of with some of my really close friends when we talk really close. Don't be offended if I've never used it with you. Some of the guys who got closer to me, but this is people going back a few years with me. Jokingly, I'll say, well, they're always going to do what their masters say. And that's the system. That's the system. That's the matrix. That's the sim. That's the wood. I mean, all that connection of the device. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. That beast, and I had mentioned it before, and if you go in the book of Revelation, the beast mentality of the beast, right, is actually connected to, in one sense, to the artificial beast. It says the people gave power to the beast in the book of Revelation. You could cut it off of its power supply. I'm starting to question, does it really have any power on its own? Kill it with the steely knives, running, right? But they still can't kill the beast. Last thing I remembered. So this is actually a dream too, I believe. It's connected to dream. I was running for the door. So he's trying to find a way out, which is explainable in the next verse. I had to find the passage to the place I was before. And then he says, relax, said the night man. So there's a night watchman. There's something that somebody or something that is watching over this, that is almost like a security system trying to keep you in it. And it's, remember in the Matrix, they were the Smiths, right? You remember there was another movie called Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Put it together, right? And also Smiths are always somebody who's a master at doing something. You're a wordsmith, you're a blacksmith. Anybody that has the smith is a master at doing something. They've mastered something, a smith. He said, watch this. I was running for the door. I had to relax because I need to get the passage. There's a secret way to get to the other place I was before I came to this place. Like a portal, a direction. They're saying relax. Right? The night man says relax. We are programmed to receive. You may check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Meaning you can check out, never leave. You needed your alibis. As you know, I'm even looking at this in another way, since this is a Hotel California. We're talking about the wood. We're talking about the City of Angels. We're talking about supreme liberalism, what we just seen almost go to communism, and all that we've seen. Was this telling us something that was coming? There's definitely some depthness in this esoterically. But this leaves no hope in this part of the song. We are programmed to receive. How many times do we talk here about deprogramming yourself from the programs that are running on you? Right? Always programs are run on us. That's why when you see the Matrix, they're all running on a program. And the ones who are not have reverse engineered the program, right? He tells them you can check out, but you can't leave. So it's almost like you're stuck. You came to this hotel and you're now pretty much almost like a prisoner. You got the beast and you can't kill it. They gathered in their master's chambers. This almost even sounds like, when I start looking at this, like almost going to a Eyes Wide Shut event at this Hotel California. And you got initiated. You didn't know what you're getting initiated. Now you're at the steps of coming to the beast, and you're trying to stab it. You're trying to get out of it, but you've gone too far, buddy. You can check out, but you're not leaving. You've entered in. It would also be to me, and I've never seen this like this, that's coming clear. This would also be selling your soul to the devil. I'm just going to do a video. I don't see it so much as selling your soul. Literally, you sold your freedom, because whether you're any of these different people that are at this event, or really what goes with this event, the groups that go with this event, who go contractually to certain things. And we'll get into this, because I will do a video on the Faustinian bargain. That's where selling your soul to the devil originated from. And it was like the 16 to 1500s, late 1500s, early 1600s. I will get into that. But I had a long talk with somebody the other day. What it is, you don't have your freedom anymore. They don't have their freedom to move like the people that don't. Music, sign contracts. Sports, sign contracts. Politics, you're in the contracts. There's one I'm missing. Sports, music, all of Hollywood, sports, politics. Is there another level I'm missing out? It could be just the sports, the movies, the wood, of course. Where you have the freedom to talk and get on and watch videos like this. They can't tell you this. And when they do, I've seen what we've seen the last 6 months about these characters coming out and saying this is going on. It's just a lot of controlled opposition going on. I look at them all with this kind of eye. But this movie, and we'll get into that later, the Faustinian bargain, but this really doesn't give you, it really ends with you don't have any, but I'm seeing it even in a deeper way when it was presented to me today. It's almost like that you entered into this process in the Hotel California, and at the end, you entered the master's chambers, meaning, and I remember there's a few videos I've watched where people that have went to these events that had got out before they went through them all, and they were telling how they had 6 and 7 different areas. The first one was this, and it was like, oh, we get to know everybody. Cool. I'm rubbing shoulders with these excelentes. This is where I want to get. I'm an influencer. I want to be in theater. I want to be in the movies. I want to be top notch. I'm ready to do this. I want to change my life into this. Then the second level was this, and the third level just started to get weirder and weirder and stranger to them. And somebody left at the 4th or 5th level, but then they left town and got out of there because what they felt, and it was in LA. It was actually a video of somebody who was an influencer, social media, that got invited to these events. And he's seen through the window, he went to the part of the window and seen that there was light, and seen his friends who he went in there have to do things. And he said, I can't tell you what they're doing. And he was tearing up, but I got out of there. And it was, this kind of reminds me of that. If you've never seen the movie Eyes Wide Shut, you got to. You got to see it. Go see it. But anyways, that's what I see with this. It's a Hotel California. It's so beautiful in that. He says, we are all prisoners of our own devices. He's talking about being prisoners. You can't check out, never leave. If you're a prisoner, you're jailed up. You can't leave. The key is not to be a prisoner, but find a passage back. Find a way back. This is definitely a spiritual, very esoteric song of the dark side, actually. of the dark side. When I look at it more and more, it's very dark. But you guys, this was the wrap up. Let me stop sharing and we'll wind down. I love this. This song is a great song. I mean, I've seen so many younger people listening to this type of music and even breaking it down. People in their 20s and 30s that, never heard it in other races. And they're like, oh my God, this classic rock and classic this soul from the 60s and 70s is unbelievable. And I was, they'll even share their stories. I was told to stay away from it, kind of like push, don't eat this, almost like you don't want to listen to this. And then when we went through the experience, I'm going, oh my God, to be almost programmed not to see something this good is criminal to them. But then you see these words in here that this isn't your top 40 hit. Now it might be, because from what I understand, some of these are very bad for, definitely some songs for children that they didn't play before. But about the pink and the brown and I'm just like, wow. But anyways, very powerful song. I know the song since I was a little boy. And definitely, yeah, awesome. And I seen this not in a way I ever had. I didn't expect to see this, because I've looked at this before. I looked at it again when Vina told me, hey, can you look at this song, Stairway to Heaven, and that with the lyrics. And then when I was reading that and putting it together, I was just like, oh, shoot, this looks totally different to me, even deeper than I thought when I was putting down the different stuff and connecting it. And the process of going from different areas, if you notice, he went from different areas, from dance to different areas to get through to where the master's chambers, which was the later process. And then wanting to get the heck out of that place, right? What did you see? But anyways, you guys have a great day.